Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Chris Davis, and today we're going to do a Dragon Ball Super Chapter 94 review. Now I want to apologize for coming out late with this chapter. It's been a very hectic week for me, been very busy, but I'm getting this chapter out for you guys now. I do want to mention that I received a copyright strike for my Dragon Ball Super Chapter 93 review, and I was able to do a counter notification and get it removed. I just want to speak about that for a little bit. I was very critical of the chapter and stuff, but I just want to say that if you really like a how do you call it? If you like a manga, or you really like anything, if you're a fan of anything, you're gonna call it like you see it. You're gonna praise it when it does really well, and you have to criticize it when it doesn't do so well. And so I just want to say that I'm not going to be a fanboy and just say, oh, every Dragon Ball chapter is good just because Dragon Ball is on it. Like with this whole arc, I do prefer it for us not to be in it. But if they needed to stay on hiatus longer, Toyotaro and Toriyama or Shueisha, if they all needed to stay on hiatus longer in order to figure out what the next direction or the next arc would be, I prefer that rather than this. But I do want to say this is a really good chapter. Even though it's like the movie, it's still a really good chapter. Probably because there's just a lot of action in it. But this is still a good chapter, even though it's the same as the movie. But I did want to mention that at the copyright strike, and I think maybe Shueisha, what they really wanted to do was stop that video from growing, because when you receive a copyright strike, uh, the video, whatever the copyright strike, it's not visible to the public and it slows it down. And then if you get a counter notification, if you get the copy strike removed, the video's public, but by then it's already lost its momentum and stuff. But I'm glad it wasn't serious. I'm glad I was able to send a counter notification and get that copyright strike removed, because a copyright strike is scary, guys. I mean, there's talking about lawsuits and going to court and stuff. It was very scary, but uh, I was able to get through it. I want to apologize. My camera doesn't look so good. My web camera's not working properly, so I'm using the regular camera on the computer, which is not so good, but I'm working on it. But with that being said, let's just get in the chapter review, okay? So, like I said, this is a good chapter, even though it's the same as the movie. This is really good because there's a lot of action in it. So, Pan's waiting to be picked up from school, and then this is part of Piccolo's plan. He's gonna let Pan get captured, but she's not gonna get hurt, and this is just to motivate Gohan to fight. Now, I just want to say, and I said this when I did my Dragon Ball Super superhero review, and if you haven't seen that, please go watch it. I'll try to have it in cards up here somewhere. I don't like Piccolo's plan. I know that Gohan needs to take his training more seriously, and he needs to stop making the same mistake over and over again. Train, and then when the world's at peace, he gets sloppy, and then when there's danger, he has to train and get better again. I understand his frustration there, but I don't really like how he's going about it. I don't like how he's putting Pan in danger just to motivate Gohan to start training and fighting. I think if Piccolo gave Gohan a serious talk and showed him the patterns, and that he keeps repeating the same mistake over and over again, I believe he could get through to Gohan that way. And that he can't train and take everything seriously when an enemy comes, when a new enemy comes, because it's too late then. So I don't like Piccolo putting Pan in danger just so he can motivate Gohan to train and get better. Like I really don't like that plan because he's putting a little girl in danger just to motivate Gohan to train. I think there's less unethical ways about going that way about going that way. Sorry, I'm having trouble speaking. Okay, Pan knocks out the security guard. She knows that it's Piccolo. They go on a ship and they're flying off. Piccolo tells Pan the plan for her to act like she's being captured, and this is to motivate Gohan to get his battle instincts back and train. Like I said, I don't like this plan at all because it's very unethical when you think about it. So they're moving to taking Pan to the Red Ribbon Army base, and Pan's going along with this whole thing. She could break out if like she wanted to, but well, now that she's there, she couldn't because the Gammas would stop her. But definitely at the school, if it was just some regular nobodies, they would have. She would have beaten them. All right, so they go to Gohan's house. They're telling him, "Hey, we have your daughter." And well, first, before they tell him that, they're trying to like stick him up, like, "Hey, like, come with us." And then Gohan, of course, he's way more powerful than a normal human being. He just flicks the gun away, and then they really get his attention by saying they have his daughter, and that's when he starts getting super serious. So, next thing, the regular Red Ribbon Army guy is taking Gohan to the Red Ribbon Army base. Piccolo does mention how um, weak Gohan has gotten or how he's lost his battle sense because while Pan was able to pick up his energy signature, Gohan wasn't. So they go. And this is where the chapter really gets good, guys. This is when it's really good gets good. It's Gohan's getting ready to fight the Gamma androids, and particularly Gamma One. So he zooms past Gamma 1, tries to save Pan, but Gamma 2 knocks him back. Then him and Gamma 1 start fighting, and then they're fighting, and like Gohan, he's doing okay, but it's pretty even right now. And thing is, uh, the only way really Gohan's gonna win this fight is if he gets his battle instincts back in time, and Piccolo mentions that. Pan says the other guy strong can Daddy win, and Gohan not Gohan Piccolo basically says gotta hope that Gohan regains his battle instincts. He needs to wake up and get his head in the game. So Gohan has to get his battle instincts before this fight's over. Before at least Gamma One could finish the fight. And so Gamma One and Gohan, while they're fighting, they're having this dialogue about how they're superheroes and Gohan's part of an evil cabal. Gohan's confused. As usual, he doesn't know what they're talking about because he's not a part of an evil cabal. He questions the Gammas and tells them, like, how could you like kidnap a little girl? And Gamma One basically defends himself, saying the kidnapping wasn't his idea. So the fighting continues, and this is when Gamma One really starts getting the upper hand. So Gohan turns Super Saiyan. He's doing Kamehameha, and then Gamma One. Uh, I'm trying to see. Did that blast get redeflected? No. So he dodges it. He shoots. Gohan knocks it back, and then it's heading towards this other guy, this soldier right here. and then Gohan starts fighting Gamma One again, hand to hand. So Gamma One, just like Gamma Two, is learning his opponent's pattern as he's fighting. And so right now, Gamma One has the upper hand. Piccolo uh, uh, comes up with this idea for Pan to act like she's in pain. So this motivates Gohan to get even stronger because Gohan's character, since the beginning, was introduced. When he gets angry or he's in a rage, he gets like super powerful. And this was before, yeah, like I said, when he was introduced, he was more powerful than like Goku and or Piccolo. So Piccolo's plan works. Gohan becomes Ultimate Gohan. So we have to see if his battle instincts have returned. I think they've returned. The reason why I'm not certain is because, uh, like, well, I'm not certain whether or not his battle instincts are returned. I'm just not certain about it, but I think they have because in the Dragon Ball Super anime, when Gohan got his battle instincts back before the Tournament of Power, he was able to unlock Ultimate Gohan. So I think that's a sign that he's gotten his his battle instincts back. So if you watch the movie, you know what's going to happen. But Gohan is now Ultimate Gohan now, and this fight with the Gammas is going to continue on in the next chapter. So that's all we have for today. If you liked what I had to share, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this video with all your friends. Like I said, it's a really good chapter. I think mostly because the action is in it, where there wasn't that much in the previous chapter. But this is still the same as the movie, but I'm like, this chapter has action, so it's better. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.